Hello and welcome back on a special episode of Gabo Sports. Got two very familiar faces, even though they haven't been around for a while. But we thought we had to bring them back for this special occasion. As you can tell, they're so happy to be here right now. We got Hurst. Hurst, how you been, man?
hmm
And Isa. What are you saying, Isa? You good?
Yeah, man. Luckily, I'm in Riyadh, so when the game started, they had Al Hilal on for the first 20 minutes. There was nothing worth watching in that game, bro.
Where do we even start, man? Where do we start? You know what? Let's start with the lineup. Did you lot think before going into that game, when you saw the lineup, did you think, yeah, this is what we wanted? This is how I expected to line up, or no?
Probably so. No, Who do you want to go first? Or should I go first?
No, you go first, bro.
Oh man, you know, having a stinker, Allah.
Listen, yeah. The lineup, yeah, it's a mad one still. Bro, I'm a fan of Ogate, innit? No one else rates him. But, bro, listen. No one, I don't think anyone in that team played well. So I can't single out individuals, but a couple
You know
men.
what? You know what? Better question than the lineup. Yeah, leading up to the game. Yeah, with all honesty. Yeah, were you confident? Are you thinking yes, Spurs? Because I'm not even a United fan. As an Arsenal fan, I thought yeah, there's no way on this planet that Spurs can beat Man United in the European final. So what was you lot's thoughts?
I was very confident since the outcomes of the semi-finals. We knew who was
Yeah.
in the final. The moment we found out it was Spurs, bro, I've been so gassed, so excited for this one. I was like, yeah, the only team that could finish lower us in the league that we're gonna face, bring me them, you know. Just And then what? In the last 2 days prior to kick off, I started getting nervous. Not
Yeah.
because I was scared of Spurs, because I was scared of United. I was scared of my own
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
We
No, I
didn't
get
get beat last night. We beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. What about you, Isa?
Bro, from the first minute here of the game, you could see Spurs wanted it more, bro. But they were first to the ball, aggressive. They were trying
Mhm.
to get in United players' heads,
Yeah.
little knocks and kicks here and there. It's Ange had a point to prove. He's been chatting too much smack before. So he drilled into these bears that, bro, I'm getting a fucking trophy in this second season, isn't it?
No, but bruv,
Uh,
you know what it is?
yeah.
United, even throughout this whole European comp, I was watching it with Awala. First 20 minutes, like first, maybe not 20 minutes, first 10 minutes, I would say. Obviously, like you were saying, Spurs looked like they were up for it. But I was like, bro, this is United. They'll scam their way to the dub. Like,
Mm.
they've been playing shit throughout this whole tournament. They'll still find a way in it. But brother, you man are just as genuine. That was genuine. First of all, both sides played fucking horrendous. That was one of the worst football games.
Yeah.
I know finals are shit, yeah, but that was a special edition of shit, bro. And bro, every single fucking player, Ahmad in the first half, and
Oh
maybe the
my
first,
god, bro.
he would know, first 10 minutes he was doing his thing. He had a doggy on skates. Then, bro, I don't know what happened to my man. He couldn't
They
beat
just tripled up on
Richarlison.
him, bro. They just tripled up on him, man.
Yeah, but bro, even 1v1 versus Richarlison, bro, you're getting locked up. Bro, come
Yeah, but
on.
But
Ahmed had a stinker. But you know what? Yeah, props to Richarlison. Richarlison, bro, he was cooking yesterday, bro. He was
Defensively,
cooking.
bro, no one was
yeah,
cooking in that game,
no
G.
one cooked
No
yesterday,
No,
one was
but
bro.
cooking.
no, but you can see, bro, he was working his socks off, bro.
Yeah,
He was
but
working.
bro, he's working his socks off. But you know what? I'm not gonna do the Spurs hater thing. He done his thing or whatever. But bro, you man were so bad, bro. What it was this, bro? Bruno Fernandez, yeah, that was one of the worst performances I've seen from him in a while, bro.
Bro,
He
he
was
picked.
moving like, bro, you know, like turnover machine. Like, remember when he used to get cussed out like a year or
Yeah, yeah,
year
yeah.
back, bro? thing was Hollywood, bro. There was a point towards the end of the game. It was one guy in front of him. He couldn't. He hit it straight at him. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. I know
yeah,
what
I
you're
do.
talking about.
Bro, you know, bro, Bruno, we know. When he's not at the races, it's a man down, bro. He's plays for the other team if he's not at the races. Bro,
Yeah.
it will take the ball, give it back to them. And yesterday, out of all the games to have a fucking stinker, he chose. Listen, I want to do it in the final. Bro, listen, that link with Al Hilal, yeah. I'm telling them, bro. Write the check. Take him, bro. Take him. Bro. Listen, how old is he now? Like 29, 30, whatever, however old he is. Bro,
Yeah.
that's it. This
I
is
think it's 30, innit?
this season, maybe next season, you'll get his peak. Bro, when it comes to crunch time, he's not there. Bro, cash in on him, innit? We'll get decent P's. We need the P's anyway. We'll get decent P's for him. Get someone young, a little Cherky, little someone who we can mold into our team.
Right, this guy wants us to finish. This guy wants us to get relegated next season. Fuck me, bro.
Wait, hold on. We
Fuck
almost got
me,
relegated
bro.
this year and we got Bruno. We almost got relegated this year and we have Bruno.
Okay, and then imagine where we'd be without him for 1 second. Without him.
Probably higher in the
Fucking
league.
French
Probably
boyfriend,
higher in the league.
Sharky, bro.
Wait, you know what? Yeah?
You didn't play two
Wait,
90s in your life, bro.
Wait. You know what? Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put my money on it. If Bruno was not playing yesterday, we might have won that tie. Go on.
Nah,
I'm gonna talk now.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you something, yeah? You can play that time another 10 times, bro. You are not bruv,
bro.
especially
Issa,
with
you
that
had
fucking Issa. You see that brother, that number 9 that you backed, yeah? Even I said, oh yeah, he looks like he's serious. That number 9, Mr. Hoyland, yeah, is one of the worst. No, he's not one of. Bro, you know Igalo. Igalo is more of a threat up top than my man. He is fucking awful, bro. He is arse. Even, you know, the 9 on him. Wallah, when I look at him and I'm seeing him wearing the 9, wallah, it don't suit him. It does not suit him, bro. He is not enough. I don't know what he is, but he ain't a number 9, bro. He is trash.
I can't lie. I was gonna give a special mention to him and Xerxes. Bro, them two, yeah, fucking Dumb and Dumber, bro.
Nah. Xerxes came on. Came on. Nah, listen. I'm not saying Xerxes is that guy. I'm not saying he's a fucking baller. Cool. But bro, at least, bro, it's one touch. He moves it on in the build up. He's doing that. Hoyland, brother, he's a different caliber of shit. Hoyland is awful, bro. He's so bad.
I still think, yeah. Listen, he's let me down big time, innit? But I still think there's something there, innit? There's something there with the right players around him and with his confidence back. Bro, he can't be that bad. He can't be that bad, bro. He can't be that bad.
Oh, bro,
at Man United, you want this guy to be at Man United, bro?
No, listen. If we get an offer for him, and it's decent P's, yeah, I would.
10 mil. 10 mil. I'm only asking for 10. I just want 10.
Rid, man.
No, 10 we can get for Bruno. Bruno we can get 10.
Casemiro when he was chasing back. Who is it when he was chasing back? And then, do you remember what I'm talking about? I think it was at Aboody who was running, and he played it to Solanke, and Casemiro looked like he was dying, bro. He looked like he was stuck in the mud in the transition. Who else?
Bro, there's only listen. Ahmad had a stinker. Calm. There's only 2 players I think are untouchable in that team. Ahmad and probably Lenny Euro.
All right.
I would say for now, Lenny Euro, I would agree with. But even Ahmad, listen, I think Ahmad, he's the victim of you lot being so trash that this guy he's not trash, but being good. So now he looks better than he is. I think Ahmad's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a decent player, but untouchable, wild, bro. You know, if you finish fucking 16th, I need you lot to grasp the shit. 39 points, No one is untouchable bar Euro, in my opinion. I think Euro, I'll give him, he's just came in. He's played a handful of games, full 90s, and he looks like he's a certainly centre back. But the rest of them, I'm not joking, bro. You lot need to, fucking fire sale. No one is untouchable, bro. When you finish 16th, there's nothing. There's no such thing as untouchable. I want you lot to give me your thoughts on Mr. Onana.
Listen, let me just, you know what, yeah, let's skip all this shit, bro. Like, we get it. United are shit, bro. Everyone's shit. We get it, yeah. Let me. We gave Issa 10 minutes, yeah. Calm.
Yeah.
Let me now share some thoughts about yesterday, and then now where I'm at as a United fan, where I'm at mentally, and all that.
But don't give us Bruno prop.
I'm gonna give my opinion, and if it
Alright,
involves Bruno, so be it. And if it doesn't,
alright.
calm. All
I'll
right,
just leave it
yesterday,
for
yeah. We'll start with the game for starters, yeah. No, we won't start with the game. We'll start with where we are at what 7:45 p.m. on the 21st of May, yeah. So 15 minutes before kickoff, yeah. I've watched, yeah, and I won't, bro. We could be getting piped 8-0, and I'll watch it until the full time whistle, yeah. I've watched every single second of every minute of every game this season, and I was like, you know what? In like February, I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck the league, bro. All eyes on Europa. All eggs in that basket. Calm. Yeah. And then I'm watching us in the league every week and in the cup, domestic cups or whatever. And I'm like, it's not getting any better. Like, I'm just concerned. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't rate Onana. I don't rate Hoyland. I don't rate 95% of the squad. But like usually we see a bit better from these man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So alarm bells start ringing, but I'm like, it's fine. We got quarters to think of. We get past the quarters. All right, cool. Semis. All eyes, all eggs in that basket. I'm down. I understand. With basically what Mourinho done when he finished sixth in his first season for us. Fine. We should beat the rest of those teams in that Europa, especially if we get past Bilbao. Bro, we get to the final, yeah. And I'm already like super confident building up to the final up until the last day or two. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm like, it's really hitting me that like, you know, we're Man United and we have been fucking trash. Like, not even trash. Like, forget the name Man United. Our names could be Sunderland. Our names could be fucking Wolverhampton, and it's still unacceptable what I'm seeing, you know? We've had, by the way, 9 points in the league since December. All right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And bro, and I've seen every player regress, by the way. I'm seeing there's no space for who I think is an exceptional talent in Kobe Mainu, something we haven't produced at Carrington in the midfield in donkeys, yeah, in decades, you know. He can't fit a system where the system has got us on minus 12 goals. And what we haven't cleared the 40-point mark, which would get us relegated in certain seasons, by the way. I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's like a fucking, you know, there's a swings and roundabouts. Oh, there's something, and then it's just Ugarte and Casemiro, like that. That's the fall off. Yeah, not the fall off. Sorry, that's the reason we're not playing the system. Yeah, this amazing system I'm hearing about. Yeah, where I'm seeing a bunch of donkeys. Bro. You know what? Fuck what I'm saying. Yeah, let's go. Let's fast forward to the game. I'm waffling. Yeah, let's fast forward to the game. Yeah, you know that shit. But I'm not confident. I've lost confidence not because I'm scared of Tottenham, but because I fear my own team.
History. Let me butt in, yeah, because I know you're rattled. I don't want you to go on like a mad tangent. Listen, I know what you're leading up to, so I'm gonna ask you a question and just say it in your own words. Both of you, innit?
Okay.
Bro, like you said, Man United this season, yeah, you tanked the league. Everyone knows you tanked towards the end. You tanked it. You're like, fuck it. Bar the Chelsea game, which was so odd, where he just started a bag of first teamers, but whatever. You done your thing. You're like, we're gonna tank the league and we're going straight for Europa. So now you've lost in the final, yeah, brother. Is this a sackable offense? You're 39 points in the league.
Yeah.
He put all his eggs in one basket. By the way, Tottenham, two of their main players are out, in Kulusevski and Madison. Yeah, they haven't got a creative spark in that team. Yeah. You have made a lot of your players there. I think maybe barring one or two. How much is this on Amarin, basically?
For me, it's all on Amarin. I don't respect these players, yeah. Bar like 2 or 3 of them. I don't have any love or attachment to these players like I've done my whole life as a United fan, even post Fergie, by the way. You put all your eggs in that basket, You pick Onana with chest and Hoyland up top and all the shit in between that from top to bottom, dog shit, yeah. Dog shit system. We played some extremely boring football this season. Like it's not even I'm watching us, we're losing, but at least we're doing like the right things. But this is all on the manager. I'm not an irrational fan, yeah. I always probably give too much patience for managers, yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, me personally, as a United fan. But bro, you don't put all your eggs in this basket, walk the walk, talk the talk, by the way, and then fumble it. And listen, hats off to Spurs because they played that and got the tactics spot on. Get the first goal, shit house your way throughout the game. The whole second half, from the first 20 seconds to the final whistle, they were time wasting, exaggerating everything, rattling our players. Bro, Romero, perfect performance from him. Absolutely perfect performance. And perfect performance. They I'm gonna look up the stats. I'm gonna bring up the stats here. 27%, less than 27% possession, one shot on target, which was almost basically like an own goal, yeah. So even on honor, this dog shit cunt, yeah, this motherfucking prick, yeah, brother. If you go watch that goal again, by the way, he done the thing we talk about all the time at Aboody, yeah. You know when the ball's going this way, my man stepped that way and then dived that way. He did it again. He did it again in slow motion. Fucking bastard, brother. Bro, I think they played the game perfectly, and that's an Amorim again. You go his in-game management this season was unacceptable. The game yesterday, he waited for the 70th minute to think, yeah, you know what, Mount is probably not good enough for this game right now. Let's hook him off and bring on us on honestly our most threatening player, bar Bruno, in the last 2-3 months in Garnacho. Let's bring him on and hope for the best. Like let's just throw up Harry Maguire up front. Let's play Route One football, which we've been doing a lot as emergency football. Bro, it's on the manager. I
No, but
can't
listen now.
I can't blind
Listen,
the shit I've seen in that league, the position we're in. I can't blind that shit. I don't
Bro,
respect these players. I
yeah.
don't rate them. I don't think most of them deserve to be in the club. But you
all right,
don't do what you
listen.
did as the manager. Balls on the he got his balls out on the table, yeah. And then he's like, he got stage fright, bro. That's what happened. He just put it
Bro.
away.
Alright,
It
Issa,
can't.
It's
Issa,
It,
go
all on
on.
him.
listen,
Let's see what Issa says.
it can't be on the manager. It can't be on the manager, bro. Because I'll tell you why. Yeah, it would be on
Okay.
Amorim. It would be on Amorim if, let's say, he didn't focus on Europa. We're going to have a chance of getting into the top four. We're never getting into the top four with this group of players. We're never going to get into the top four. So I would have actually sacked him if he didn't put all his eggs into this basket. Because this was our best chance of getting into Europe.
Bro,
So there's
stop the
no
gas,
other route.
bro. We were in that position because of him. We were 4 points off top four when he came in. We weren't like
Bro,
a million miles away.
bro.
His listen, yeah. Let me tell you something about Amarim, yeah. I like the guy. I
Alright,
actually
host,
like the guy. Yeah.
host. Just let Issa have his. I know you're
Sorry,
heated right
sorry.
now. I know
Sorry,
you're
sorry.
right.
Hosty,
Let Issa have
would
his
you
thing.
rather? Would you rather? We're okay. 4 points up top four, or whatever you want. Yeah. Would you rather Amarim comes in, plays to win, without implementing his system? He just plays. He finds a way to win, gets us in the champs. Then next season we end up regressing again because he's gonna have to teach his players a new way to play. Or we say fuck this season, let him get his style in, and try and go on a little run in Europe. What's the better strategy?
I was actually getting onto this point. So I like the guy, yeah. I respect that he stuck to his guns. However, there has to reach a point when you're looking at his form and you're thinking, you know what, yeah, if it's not working with these, if these players aren't good enough to play this system, or this system requires this much technicality and physicality to succeed, he had to adjust at one point and be like, and you know what he did, ironically, when he would shove up Harry Maguire up top and ping that ball into the box and overload the back post, and ironically it worked. Something Mourinho used to do with Fellaini, etc. So when he did actually adapt, when we would just play emergency ball, like whatever. By the way, notification just came in. Ruben Amorim's position at Man United's head coach not under threat. So the club are backing him. That's just come in. Listen, Issa, to answer your question, yeah, or I mean whoever asked me the question, I rate that he stuck to his guns, but I rate it when you're seeing the positive signs. When you're seeing months and months and months of us struggling against not even good opposition, not even decent opposition. Bro, the only teams we've beaten in the last few months were below us.
Alright.
Wait. Is that not a good thing? So he's
No, okay,
exposing
so
he's
no, yeah,
exposing the
yeah.
players he
Issa,
wants to get rid of.
In the first couple months, me and you were running that prop where he's exposing that these players aren't good enough, and I know what you're alluding to. That would this win be like paper over the cracks, and then we get stuck with these players, and we're stuck with this, and 2 year cycle begins again. No, fuck all that shit, bro. Fuck all that shit. Yeah, if he is taking this job and saying, I can get the best out of these lot, this pack of shit, and I can get us there, and I will get us here, and I understand it's like a marathon, not a sprint. But if you put your balls on the table, you gotta walk the walk. I'm sorry, you can't just be, you can't sack
Listen,
off the
listen.
league.
Let me ask you a question, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like unfamiliar territory because usually Hussy's the one that wants to give the manager time, and you're the one that's like a bit more cutthroat. But all right, so he plays a three at the back, yeah. You lot after they were dubbing this like the £100 million game. You're fucked financially. They're saying you're cooked, yeah. You gotta sell God knows who to bring in God knows who, yeah. They're saying Cunha, they're saying all these names. They have now. I think the caliber of players. Obviously, I think Cunha's still on the cards. You're still gonna get him, but
Yeah.
in general, other names are not gonna be as glamorous as they were. Do you trust this brother? Do you trust Ineos to give this brother, I don't know what it is, 150, 100 M's, whatever you may have, to buy players and to build a system that is free at the back? Like he's gonna put all his bread into players that you might not need because there's not a lot of managers that play free at the back. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Listen, I can't say I trust him. I'll be lying if I say I trust him. Because bro, at the end of the day, yeah, I can only go with what I'm seeing in it. Listen, the slack I'm giving him is new league. He hasn't got his players in, and he's got a bunch of bums. All right, that's the three things that I'll say. All right, calm. I'm gonna give him. But hey, if he had made his signings and he's been here longer and he had this season, I would have sacked him a long time ago. But I'm saying, listen, this season's written off. I won't give him like unlimited freedom to sign who he
Bro,
wants and spend as much money as he
yeah.
wants. No way. Even if we have so much money, there has to be like checks on it, innit? He has to buy players that maybe can fit into other systems. He can't buy players who are solely for this system that he's playing. So there has to be checks on who he signs. But at the end of the day, if you want it to work, if he comes and tells you, listen, I really need this brother, somehow you're gonna have to get him who he wants in it. Because you can't say, listen, you're the man. We want you to play how you're gonna play, but we're gonna decide who you sign. No, there has to be a balance. So
Yeah, but
I
that's what he
hope,
was signed for, Issa. He's not
yeah,
a manager. He's a head coach. He's not
yeah.
supposed
So
to
I
have
hope,
a major say in signings, FYI. He's
But
listen,
signed as a head coach.
I know, but I hope there's some strategy in the club where he'll say, listen, this guy, I want this guy. They'll say, yeah, maybe, or too expensive, or nah, find someone alternative.
I
That's
think
not
they'll
Ineos,
definitely.
but
I think they'll definitely have that, bro. After what he's produced this season, he's not that. He's not. They're not going to look at him like that guy. As he gets unlimited reign on transfers. Like they're Ineos and whoever's Willocks, whatever the hell them brothers are on your board. They're gonna definitely rein him in terms of who he can, who he can't sign. But Hussy, what were you gonna say
listen,
briefly before I want
I
I
was
just
to?
gonna
want to
say.
go on.
So sorry, Issa. Come on, apologies. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, let's say he signs 4 players or 5 players in the summer, and they're decent players.
Mm,
If he finishes anywhere near how this
mm,
season's finishing, like I'm saying below top 10, I'd
mm.
sack him straight away. I don't even care if he gets a full squad because, bro, he's done too much damage this year to get a free
All right,
pass next year.
Issa, this is for you because Hussy's already said he wants him gone. Yeah, say he starts say first because bro, next season the knives are out for my man. Bro, even people are gonna be onto him from preseason, bro. Forget this when it
Yeah,
starts. So say he starts the season first, let's say five, 6, 7 games. It's not looking good. Do you pull the plug early, or do you say, "Oh, right off another season"? And remember, there's no get out of jail free card this time. There's no potential Europa League that gets us into the champs or whatever it may be.
yeah.
You have to. He has to show, bro. You lot have tanked the league 2 seasons in a row now. If we keep it 100,
Yeah.
8th and 16th for you. It worked out the season before. You got an FA Cup. You found your way into Europe. Fine, whatever. This season, you tried to do the same thing, bro. If listen, we all do this banter thing. Oh, we had a better season than you. We won this cup. We won this cup. Da, da, da. Okay, cool. It's all good and dandy, but we know, both of us know, yeah, all of us know that, bro, these second-rate cups, they only paper over the cracks for so long before
Yeah.
everyone's like, but
They're
we've
just
had
nice
enough.
for the history books, man. That's all they are, man. They just add another accolade to the history books. That's never
Literally,
a big.
Listen,
You don't have
to
a
answer
bus
your
parade for a
question,
fucking Europa.
I think, yeah, the reason he's insisting on getting his system running from this season is because he probably knows, bear with these men, he's not going to be able to flog next year, and they're going to have to fit into whatever team he's building for next season.
yeah.
So he's trying
Well,
to get them familiar. He's trying to get them familiar with the way he's playing. But
you know what it is?
if
You know what it is, Issa? One thing I can't do, yeah. Usually I'm with even like Ten Hag. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I'll cuss them out along the way because obviously he manages United. But I always said from a neutral perspective, give him time, give him time. But this brother, bro, what he's done in this league,
He hasn't
yeah,
earned the time to be given.
yeah,
Issa,
nah,
I'm
this
gonna
is
I'm
crazy.
gonna answer the question. Yeah,
Yeah,
you just asked Issa, do you want to repeat what we did with Eric Ten Hag, which got us the squad we have today that Amram
yeah,
has not succeeded with? So the
yeah.
answer has to be no. It has to be no. You don't give him time. You don't give him
I
money. You
didn't, I
don't
didn't, I
give
didn't,
him
I
this
didn't even
trust.
get to answer the question.
Yeah, you
All right,
did.
go on, Issa, go on, go
Sorry,
on.
sorry,
No,
sorry. sorry.
I was just saying that what I said was the reason he's sticking on his system because he knows he's going to have bear of these guys next year. But he's obviously going to make some signings that fit his system. But
Mm.
if comes like obviously the season starts, let's say August, October times, if I'm seeing more L's than W's, then I'm going to look at him. I'm going to tell him, listen, you got 2 games to turn this around, go on a run. If he doesn't, nah, I would tell him thanks, but no thanks, because
All right,
bro,
wait.
I'm
Before
not doing this
listen,
again.
all right, let me ask you. That ties into what I was going to ask you actually. First of all, there's a two-part question, yeah. Okay, we also. What do you not think of what Garnacho did yesterday
Oh,
after the
bro,
game?
bro, is anyone really surprised, bro? He's done it 3 times this season, something like that, bro. Let the
All right,
bitch
but
go.
okay, this ties into what I'm. Is this guy someone that you want to keep?
No, no
Who
chance.
got Nacho?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would keep him. Yeah.
No way, man.
Who you gonna?
All right,
Who we? Who? What? How much money do we have? What's our priorities? And and
bro.
Even
Issa,
more,
let me
okay,
tell you
even more
something, yeah.
reason to sell him. Even more reason to sell him
Issa.
from those questions.
You man are fucked financially, yeah.
Financially,
yeah,
This
he's pure
guy
profit.
counts as a homegrown player. You didn't
yeah.
spend a penny on him. Yeah.
Okay.
PSR wise, you need to, bro. I don't think he's that guy, anyways. I've never thought he was that guy. Yeah.
100% he's not.
Get this bum out of here. He's another headache. Yeah. With the Rashfords and all of this brothers. Yeah. He's just
Spin.
another Rashford that you're going to wait and linger on and say, oh, he's going to turn good. He's going to turn. He's never going to be good. He's never going to be of that level. Not at Man United, anyways, bro. He needs to go to a Spanish club or some shit. Or Roma, that's his level, bro. Then the
Bro,
mid Italian teams.
bro, realistically, yeah.
Yeah,
Realistically, we're gonna flog one of him or Kobe Manu. All right,
yeah.
one of the two. Let's say you have to pick between one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the position Kobe Manu plays is more important to our team.
Right.
So we need a better player playing that position. Garnacho can kind of wing it.
Bro,
Garnacho can
I think
move
come
next
in.
year,
on, man.
I
No,
think
no. I disagree
Issa,
heavily.
Issa, the next year, you lot, it's basically a banker. You're getting Cunha, yeah. That's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
Garnacho's position because Cunha is not going to be starting in the 9. He's
yeah,
more of a left, whatever that
Left hand. Left
position
hand.
you have.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Garnacho is a bench player. So why wouldn't you sell this guy for like
But
whatever it may be, 50 M's, 40 M's, or whatever, 60, whatever he's gonna get,
yeah,
and then get another youth that's a bit more, that has a bit of talent, just subservient, and just does his thing as a squad player, and then spend that money on what you want, the centre mid, whatever the hell it is that you're saying is more important. But anyways, tying to that, because I don't want to talk about Garnacho too much. You're saying Amarim has till October, yeah.
yeah.
So what does Amarim have to get next season in the league for you to be like, okay, he's done a good job?
You mean by the end of the season?
Yeah.
listen, it's a hard question to answer because I don't know who we're gonna sign. Innit? We can end up signing Cunha and some two unknown players.
I'm gonna give you a vague scenario. Say you get Cunha, Delap. These are the guys that you're most likely, most linked with. And say you get a centre mid. I don't know, like
Edison. Just give him Edison.
An Atlanta guy, Edison. Yeah,
Okay,
go on.
yeah.
What is his targets now for in the league for you to be like, okay, you get another season now?
If he gets
Or,
a Delap, a Cunha, because obviously we've struggled scoring goals. Yeah. So them two players, realistically, should be adding goals. All right.
Mm.
In the middle of the park, we're kind of like we're low on numbers. We've got some of Casemiro, who's bro. He's got no more legs left. Ugarte, who I like. Mainu, who's a fucking truck. We haven't got an Ericsson. We all these breads, yeah. So if he gets, let's say, someone to play with Ugarte, and he gets a Delap to lead the line, and a Cunha behind, I'm expecting, like at worst, he can't get lower than maybe eighth place in the league. Anything lower than that is sackable. If he gets
So
those
what?
three players.
You're if he gets 8th, you're like, yeah, he's met his that's met your expectations next season. No, I'm asking. I'm not taking the piss. I'm asking.
No, I would say so because, bro, if you look at it, we need a new keeper. We need a new right wing back. We need new centre backs. We need new centre mids. We need new wingers. We need a new centre forward. Bro, that's the whole team we need. So if he's getting three players, they're going to add you goals, which is going to take us from where are we now, 17th to it's a big jump, bro. We've jumped around 10 places.
Yeah.
Then he can work on the rest. I would say, listen, there's been an improvement on last season. If he gets, like a new keeper, a new centre back, a new right wing back, a centre mid, and a centre forward, then no, my expectations are going to be higher. But then
what
three,
about
I'd
you?
say it's fair to say 8th.
What about me?
What would you those players I said? What does he need to get or forecast like he's going to get throughout the season for you to say? I know. By the way, it's a given. He can't be getting 8th. I know Issa's on the same page. He can't be getting 8th, scamming ball, like doing a Ten Hag thing where you're parking him. He's got to show his system, his philosophy has to translate throughout the season. So that's why I didn't even ask Issa, because I know that's a given. But in terms of you, where does he have to finish?
Oh, bro,
Or does he have to win something?
I don't even know how to answer this question because I don't even expect us, on what I've seen now, I don't expect us to get top 10. So like, it's not like, oh, my expectations are now that it makes it acceptable. Bro, I'm not.
But listen, Hussy,
Yeah.
you're saying you want my man to cut to get out of your club, yeah?
You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is? It always goes beyond the manager for me, yeah? It doesn't matter who it is, who we sign. I don't give a fuck anymore, bro. Like, we could go... I just don't... You know, Ineos, I don't trust them. I don't trust them to get this right. Whether it's this set, the next manager, their first year as owners of United, or partial owners, whatever you want to call it, they have been a monumental flop in every fucking front. Bro, we went and like basically broke the bank in a sense for Dan Ashworth, only to sack him straight away because he didn't agree with the Amram signing. Funny enough, we then we then go look to replace Ten Hag, show him disrespect after he wins the FA Cup final, and then we just say, "Oh, we'll stick with you because we can't find any better," and then we'll sack you after like 5 minutes of the next season. They're gonna do it again with Amarim. I'm just gonna say you now, Amarim ain't seeing Christmas in Manchester. He's not seeing the cold fucking snow. He's back in Portugal, wherever he'll be. He's not going to be there. So I don't have the expectation to say this is the minimal acceptable thing. We're fucking shit, bruv. We are shit. Like, and by the way, you know when we talk about tanking the league and stuff like that, let's not act like he wasn't playing almost his best 11 every week. Because he wasn't. He wasn't, bro. We saw a glimpse of Chido Obi. We saw a glimpse of fucking Frederickson.
Bro, stop it.
Bro, it was all these old Reds out of contract, fucking in their 30s on 300k a week that were playing week in, week out. We weren't tanking the league. We're just shit. So my expectations for next season is there is none. Like, I don't have any expectations.
Chrissy, what I'm trying to say to you before Issa butts in is, bro, I know you don't have any expectation, but what would make you think You know what?
He's done a good
Maybe
job.
I got it wrong with this guy.
Okay.
I want to see what he's got.
Okay. And my answer is unrealistic, but top 6. If he can get to Europa, I'm gonna be like, you know what? All right, cool. Like he's not as bad as I thought, but I don't.
You don't believe in it?
I don't believe in it, man. I'm not locked in anymore, bro. I've never in my life turned on a manager this quickly. But it's like I don't give a fuck who the manager is. It's not the manager that's the.
Yeah.
This is on the manager. What we're talking, all this is on the manager, but it always goes beyond that anyway, and it has done for 10+ years.
Isa, what are you gonna say?
Bro, we have 2 shit options realistically up top. All right?
Yeah.
This Chido Obi-Wan Kenobi, whatever the fuck his name is, this guy, yeah, bro, he looks like a kid playing in men's football, bro. He doesn't look
because he is. He's 17 years old. We shouldn't even be discussing him. Let's talk about
Amarim can't use him.
Amarim
Amarim can't use him, bro. When I watched him play, bro, he couldn't link up play more than once successively.
Right.
He looks like he's weak. He looks like
he looks a bit raw. You think he looks a bit raw?
He looks raw. So, bro, put him out of the picture. Who else is going to get us goals? The only thing I'll say Amarim could have helped himself with is keeping Anthony in it.
Nah, do you know what I think he should, in hindsight?
What are you on, bro?
Nah.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, if you're doing all my eggs on one basket, yeah, and I'm trying to win the Europa League, yeah, Rashford, don't get me wrong, I agree that he doesn't have a place at United anymore, but, brother, he's doing better than Højlund up top. He should have kept him.
100%.
He kept him on his sweet side and told him, listen, used him, and in the summer told him, jog on. But he didn't.
I disagree, man.
Why?
Bro, the only way
he's trying to create a culture at the club, bro. He's trying to say, look, he's already dealt with Garnacho's disrespect.
Fuck the culture, bro.
All right, cool. Then, so you want a manager that no player is going to respect, so the player power continues at United, and we continue this shit on forever and a day.
What player, bro? Listen, the only way you get rid of Rashford and Anthony and leave yourself with fucking Dumb and Dumber is if they're bagging goals and you can see they're gonna replace what these two can offer you. If them two, bro, when we shot Rashford, when we loaned him out. How much goals would you expect Højlund to have got this season?
Like 20.
You thought Højlund was going to bag 20 goals this season when you got rid of
15, 20. Not in the league, in all comps, 15, 20.
No way, bro. Based on what, bro?
When we signed him,
he had 6 goals. He had 6 goals.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but Issa, that's not a wild for in all comps to get 15 goals as a Man United number 9. Yeah, and he's 70 M's. Bro, he's not asking the madness out of the kid. And you say he got 6 goals last season. All right, cool. But, bro, where's your development? Time to develop this guy who's 20 years old, bro.
And you regret.
No, I agree, but, bro, you can't have a Brer whose best scoring season was 6 goals and tell him, listen, you're going to lead the line for United now and get us back into the Champions League. Bro, it's unrealistic. Even that fucking...
And also, by the way, you mentioned the name Delap. Okay, I like the player or whatever. Do you think that's going to get us what you're expecting from United's 9?
I don't agree with the Delap signing.
I don't think Delap is the answer to the problem, but I don't think he's like as a problematic signing as I'm making it out to sound to be. I think he should be like a second. Him and Højlund should be battling out for second choice striker at a club like Man United. I don't think
Delap shouldn't want to come to United personally.
Well, he won't anymore. He won't anymore. We don't have nothing to offer him. He'll go Chelsea or Newcastle now.
I wouldn't go to United if I was Delap, but Delap. No, we need a real gunman, bro. We need someone like an Osimhen, who this guy.
We don't have money for that. Our transfer budget is Osimhen.
Yeah. I know. We're fucked. Yeah. But
we're fucked. Exactly.
Delap.
So exactly, and we haven't seen enough of Amarim to say, all right, we're fucked, but we trust this guy to do what I did with Ten Hag. Like, let's get through all the bad times. It'll get worse before it gets better, but let's just put all eggs in this guy's basket and believe in him. Amarim's not the guy. He's proven it this season. He's proven it.
So you want him gone?
Bro, yeah, yeah, but don't ask me who I want in response because I don't know.
It's not your job.
I
said that's not your job.
The cop-out answer, it's not my job.
No,
bro,
but
I don't trust Ineos. I don't trust Ineos. Simple as that.
So wait. So you would now, after the final game of the season, tell him, listen, see you later. Let me see who I can bring in.
By the way,
With
Issa,
one
that's
signing,
you're
Dorgu.
saying
With
it. You're
Dorgu.
saying it, bro. Issa, you're saying it like it's a wild thing, brother. This guy since fucking January has 9 points in the league. Yeah, he knocked you out of the FA Cup.
December.
Yeah, since December. FA Cup gone. Yeah, bro. Europa League. Let's not do this. This is one of the worst Europa leagues in years. Like,
Yeah,
and Spurs that just won
100.
it. Let's not act like they're fucking prime Atletico Madrid that got knocked down from the Champions League or Sevilla or some shit. Yeah, these are our scrubs. He lost a
Yeah.
Europa League that is one of the weakest Europa leagues that we've seen in years. He's been shit in the league, and he got, bro. This guy is on in like, if you call for his head, you are more than in your right to call for his head.
No, I get it, but like I said, the caveat is, he's like, fuck the results. Let me try to implement the system. I personally, I haven't seen the system working yet. Is it
Yeah,
the wrong personnel of players?
100% it isn't right.
Is he a
But
shit
Issa,
manager? I don't know the answer, but it's not
But
working.
if you
Issa, what has he done? What has he done for you to prove that? Yeah, you know what? Let's give him more time. Because his in-game management, shit. Well, in my eyes, shit, and he's too slow with it. His stubbornness on the shit system, I respect it, but it's not working. So make of that what you will. Bro, what has he done? What has he done for you to be like, you know what? Like, bar our performances in some big games, not all, but some big games against the top six. I'm like, all right, cool. But that's because these
but
teams are coming and pressing us and creating all this space for us to exploit. How is he like against a top 10 team, like a mid-table team? Bro, you back us to lose every game. That in itself speaks for itself. If you don't trust the manager, he shouldn't be there. And he
bro,
hasn't earned the right to stay.
United in general against the big teams since Fergie's left, yeah, because of every single manager, they start off doing their thing and then they revert back to the counter attacking thing.
Yeah.
Your results against the big six teams are never bad because you
Yeah.
play the easiest style of ball. You
Yeah.
play
How
to
Tottenham played
try and
yesterday.
scam a win. You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? But when it's the onus is, bro, it's been the story of United for 13, 14 years, yeah. When the onus is on you to go play and win the game, if you're 1-0 down, that's when you know you've shut the bed. And that's how you lot need to start judging your managers. Not against how he can scam a win against this big team. Because ironically enough, you don't struggle with that over the past 13 years. But yeah,
Yeah.
Issa, I'm going to give you the last word before we wrap it up because 42 minutes on Manchester United is more than enough for today. But go on.
Listen, I haven't seen anything from him to say he's the man, but bro, he didn't want to come. He didn't want to come when he came. He hasn't had a preseason. He came in the busiest part of the season, trying to implement a new style. He hasn't made any signings bar Dorgu.
Mm-hmm.
I would give him, like I said, not an unrestricted budget and unrestricted say on who he signed, but next season, like, all eyes are on him in it from the get go, from the first game, from even, you know what, yeah, fuck the first game, from preseason games, the eyes are on him in it. How are we playing in preseason games? Then I wouldn't be reluctant to pull the trigger early in it. I'll be like, you know what, he's had a preseason, he's got a few signings, it's not looking good. See you later.
Fairs. And on that note, Gabo supporters, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.